Hey guys, Happy New Year! We're back with another video and today we're talking about what's in my camera backpack for 2021. To every single new subscriber, thank you guys, welcome to the community, I'm Florian. For everyone who's tuning in again to watch my content, guys, you're great, welcome back. Let's dive straight into it. Come and see what you've been missing. My backpack of choice. We start off with the backpack and then we talk through the gear, what I use, how I use things. I'm gonna show you some example pictures as well and all sort of stuff. So grab a coffee, take a seat and let's dive into it. My backpack of choice is the Peak Design 20 liter everyday backpack. I own this backpack now like 2 or 3 years. It went with me through Japan, through windy weather, through good weather. It is a great backpack and it's the size of a normal backpack as well, which was very important for me. I'm a guy who likes normal backpacks. Of course I do got camera backpacks as well, which fits way more gear, such as like the Streetwalker from Think Tank, which I own now already like 4 or 5 years. It fits a lot of gear in, it fits a laptop in and is weather resistant in certain ways as well. However, going out on a casual day or you want to create some YouTube content or you just want to go out shoot a bit, you appreciate a backpack which is just the size of a normal backpack. It fits enough gear in to easily go out for a whole day of shooting, such as like a couple of lenses, 1 or 2 camera bodies. You fit a 13-inch laptop in as well, so it's definitely a great backpack to have and it's the right size as well. So let's dive into the cameras. So my camera body of choice for filming, vlogging, content creation is the Fujifilm X-S10, which came like 3 months ago on the market. Shoots 4K up to 30 frames per second and 240 frames per second in full HD for slow motion. Got IBIS in body stabilization and basically offers you everything you need for filming or vlogging. Got the flip out screen which you can rotate that you can see yourself as well. So that's my camera body of choice for vlogging and filming. I also got the Fujifilm X-T3, which I currently film on it right now, which I still use for still images, portrait shoots, or generally still images. My main to-go filming lens is a Fujifilm 18-55 2.8-4, which Fujifilm classes as their kit lens, which I also use right now to film myself with. So I'm gonna show you behind the scenes image how I did set up the Fujifilm X-T3 to film myself right now. Talking about lenses, there are a couple of choices I got, or a couple of lenses I use for different things. Let's start off with the Fujifilm 23mm f2, a very versatile lens. I chosen the f2 because of their weather resistance, of their size, and the autofocus with the 23 f2 is very fast as well. And you got the wide aperture of f2 as well, which gives you enough light if you shoot natural light, or if you shoot in dimmed environments, to let enough light into your lens, into your sensor, that you don't need to bump the ISO too high up. Definitely a great lens right now for street photography or even portraits, or you're doing indoor shoots, whatever it might be. A 23 fits in somewhere. So that's definitely one of my lenses. Light, small, compact. One of my favorite lenses is definitely the 56mm 1.2 from Fujifilm, which is basically your 85mm portrait lens in full frame terms. A couple of great things about this lens is definitely the size for 80mm, equivalent to full frame. It is small, it is light-ish weight, and you got an aperture of 1.2. I need to say, as I bought this lens like years back, the autofocus wasn't the quickest. However, this did improve with every single software update which Fuji brought out. In the meantime, it got a very decent autofocus speed. It hits its focus. Eye autofocus works great with this lens as well. I'm gonna throw some images in as well that you can see a couple of example pictures shot with the 56mm, which is basically your 85mm portrait lens. Definitely worth having in your bag, and I own this lens now a couple of years already and I can't complain at all about it. Definitely one of my favorite lenses from a Fujifilm X-F lens lineup is the 50-140. Absolutely beast. It is heavy, it is sturdy, and it's built just great. 50-140 is more or less in full frame terms your 70-200. It is weather resistant, it got in-lens stabilization as well. A filter thread of, now I need to check guys, 72, and it is just a stunning lens. And I'm glad to have this lens in my backpack to use on shoots, for landscape, for portraits, or whatever subject you want to shoot with it. Definitely worth having in your backpack, and it is a good lens guys, and I don't want to miss this lens at all. That's basically my 4 main to-go lenses I own for the Fujifilm X-S10 or for the X-T3. The 18-55, the 23mm, the 56mm, and the 50-140, and it basically covers all ranges up from 18mm up to 200mm, or in full frame terms from 27mm up to 200mm. For drone footage or for drone flying, I am using the Dji Mavic Mini 2. Great little drone, falls under a lot of regulations within the United Kingdom. I just recently registered my drone to make sure I'm legally fine to fly my drone around. So make sure guys, check your regulations, check your drone, and make sure you register your drone. Otherwise, you don't want to get a fine. Then, on the other hand side, I still work with the gimbal, the Zhiyun Weebill Lab Mark 1. Never seen any need to replace this gimbal. The Mark 1 is just fine for my needs, for what I do. And I got it as a bargain off Amazon, so I can't complain about this gimbal. It does what the gimbal is meant to do. It's maybe not the newest gimbal anymore, but it does fulfill my needs on a gimbal right now, so no need to update the gimbal. Also, quick tip guys, on every single tripod, camera body, I got a quick release plate, so you don't need to screw always the mount on and screw it off, move your camera around. Get some quick release plates. On every camera body you got a quick release plate as well, and then you can move it instantly in a few seconds from a tripod to the gimbal, or from a gimbal to the Gorilla Pod. Exactly the another point, Gorilla Pod from Joby, 1 kilogram, which I mainly use for vlogging, just to see basically myself. So guys, that's pretty much what it is in my camera bag so far. Of course, there are plenty of other things like accessories, light stands, tripods, or backdrops. For portrait shoots, I got 2 light sources as well. One is the Godox 8600 BM for my main light, and if I need a second light, I also got a Godox 8200. I need to say that I prefer the Godox 8200 because of its size, and usually you get enough power out of it to light your subject, even in sunny environments on a daytime. If you shoot in a shade and you want to light your subject, usually you get enough power out of an 8200. So in the meantime, I'm moving more over to using a Godox 8200 rather than the Godox 8600. Also because of its size and weight. If you think about the size and weight comparison right now, and I think Godox 8200 weighs around 3 kilograms. It's a lot of weight to carry around. So the Godox 8200 is definitely a great choice for someone who's looking maybe also to buy his first speedlight or strobe. And that's it pretty much, guys. This is my camera setup for 2021. Of course, there are plenty of other things you got hanging around, such as like spare batteries, ND filters, variable ND filters, a microphone I'm gonna use right now to record myself with, or so many other things like a trigger for your strobes and. But I thought I'd keep it simple, show you my main equipment, what I gonna use this year to create what I gonna do. So guys, that was the first video in the new year, and I hope you guys enjoyed my content again. And if you do, I would appreciate if you could like, comment and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next one. Cheers guys.